What's going on, everyone? Jason, Colonel Cottonbelt here. I'm not used to my phone's flipped a little different because I needed the charge from that side. Hopefully, y'all can hear me well. This is kind of a spur of the moment live stream. I'm working on the turnouts here. I will let you know Flying Crow, I believe it's Flying Crow, is hosting On Track Tuesday for tonight. So I do have a redirect to him once he goes live. So hopefully it will redirect you to him because I don't want to be, fully overlapping or anything like that. But anyways, yeah, I think that's the notification I got is from Flying Crow. So looks like we got Andy in the house. What is going on? Hot dog pilot Andy. I'm just here working on what I call the BIG Mahmba-jahmba. This is literally 4 feet of turnout that I am hand building. It is starting off left to right, a number 6 left-handed crossover, followed by 2 30-degree diamonds or crossings. And then on the upper track is followed by a number 5 left-handed turnout. And then back to both tracks, it's followed by a number 6 right-handed crossover. Hey, Boxcar Jerry, what is going on? I'm glad or happy that you're happy with the cars that you received. So, I still got a lot more stuff. So, like I said, this is just something I've been working on. Just kind of hand building. I figured I'd go live for a little bit, just see what everybody's up to while I'm working on this. Not much going on this week. Basically, I've been doing cybersecurity training classes all week long. So maybe Robert will pop in here in a little bit. So before he goes live, and when he goes live, that's probably when I'll end the stream. So it's going to be a short stream because I definitely don't want to overlap the On Track Tuesday guys. So definitely do not want to do that. Hey, Dwight Curley, what's going on, buddy? So how is everybody's week going so far? I'm curious to hear. All right, I'm going to do that. I need to go in this one. All right. So you're probably going to hear the annoying filing sounds as I'm filing away. I could probably tilt my camera down a little bit so you can see a little bit more of what I'm working on. There we go. So it's kind of hard to see. All right, so here you got the diamonds going straight across. So this is the Rock Islands main line that is crossing the Cotton Belts main line. And so this is the left-handed crossover. So once I get the left-handed crossover finished, then I'll be able to take this up, move it over, retack it down. But at the same time, while I'm working on this crossover, which I've got one of the turnouts already done for it. So that is this turnout here. It's already completely done. And I've got one of the stock rails. See if y'all can see it a little better. And I've got one of the stock rails here, but of course I don't have any ties put down. So I will have to put some ties down and whatnot. But I have to work it into this side of the crossing as well. And so what I'm fixing to work on now is I'm going to cut the angle for the diamond, and then we'll measure out and see where I need to put the cut in for the point rail to be able to slide over. And then we should be able to get it soldered onto these ties here. I'll come and do these ties later. Hey, Dwight Curley, channel member. For 40 months. Holy smokes, Dwight. That's a long time, dude. Thank you for your support all this time. And hey, Ray Bertelston popped in. What's going on, Ray? All right, so some stuff I don't like to do on camera because I got to have a better angle to work things, mainly with, me using a file. So I've got it down on my leg. So I'm holding the point form on my leg while I am filing this point off. And so if you hear any like screeching noises, that's what it is. And I mean it's fairly quick to file. Hey, Bernard C. What is going on? So, like I said, for those that are just coming in, hey, another channel member, Lynn McCurdy, is in the house. So, I did set up a redirect. So, hopefully, y'all do get redirected to go over to the Flying Crow when it is time for On Track Tuesday. And I'm curious to see who they're going to get. Ah, shucks. I just realized I put that one in the wrong angle. That's all right. This rail is more than long enough, so it should be fine. Hey, Valleys 56 double X. What's going on? All right. Let me get that out of the way. Just kind of do a measurement here, and then I'm going to do a shortcut. And hopefully, I didn't screw it too bad. Okay. Hopefully. So Valleys is Chris. What's going on, Chris? A lot of different names. All right. Let's see here. How long do we got? I'm still more than long enough, so we are good. If we were eating cheese, it would be Gouda. Some Gouda cheese. So we're Gouda on that. All right. Now let me get it back in the point form, and this is the one that I meant to select. And get my Allen wrench, tighten it down. So Lynn, I know you were asking if we were going to do a video on this build, and I mean this has taken longer than that big curved yard ladder that I built. Was it a couple years ago? Even though curved turnouts are semi-tricky, but diamonds, it takes a lot of time on those because you got to get your measurements just right. All right. Let me get that out of there. Let's see. File off the burrs. Just a gentle file. Okay. Probably need to do the same on this little bitty one. There we go. Maple shrimp and scallops. That sounds yummy, Lynn. I love seafood. I mean, I'm on a seafood diet. So I see food and I eat it. Okay. I know. Y'all are probably like, wah, wah. Okay. Yeah, Andy's got it. Seafood diet for Lynn. Seafood and eat it. So this is the fun part, is trying to get a little bit of solder. And we're going to solder these two rails together. Thomas Grassi, welcome. And he's also on a seafood diet. So being in my cybersecurity class that I am in for work, we went and had Mexican for lunch. You know, because today's Taco Tuesday, right? So, all right, Bernard. Hey, thanks for popping in. Take care, buddy, and we will see you around. Hopefully your injections go good, bud. We'll see you. Well, not Lynn, Dwight, a diet is what you eat. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that your diet is a good diet. It just literally means that's what you're eating. All right, let's see here. Probably got to pull that guy back. So this is a little tricky because I've got to kind of do some measurements and stuff. Make sure that I'm engaged, because we don't want to be out of gauge. While I'm engaged, get that to hold down. That is definitely out of gauge over there. Okay. But that's okay. I just need to mark this rail. All right, we're going to mark from here all the way to there. I believe that should be good. Okay. This is the point form I need. To put this guy in. It is that close. Okay. All right. So this one's going to be a little tricky for me to work on. So I got to be careful. So I apologize if I am silent, but this I've got to focus on because I don't want to screw this up. These stock rails, they take a little bit to file down. James, Dundas Junction Model Railroad. If I haven't said hi to you, welcome. Let me check this angle. Like right there is the only spot. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Lynn, I hope to make it myself. I do got to run to Little Rock that morning and go pick up a laptop that I had to put in the shop down there. Needed a screen replacement, so so I don't know if I'll make it back in time, but worst case, I'll be listening while going down the interstate. That will be the worst case scenario. All right. Manny Fernandez and Possum Bayou. Welcome. Okay, I think that's going to work. All right. Now let's go ahead and start putting flux on the rails. I mean, the ties. Or what ties I do have. Now the fun part again, getting it all measured back up. Okay. See how that looks. I don't like that. I might have to try this from a different approach. Okay. Okay. I like that. Hey, Joe Raider popped in here. What's going on, Joe? Okay. Do it this way. There we go. Okay. And then that on there like so. And I apologize if I'm just a little quiet. Just making sure that I don't screw up. I live on one of those policies. Do it right the first time and you ain't got to come back and mess with it a second time. Okay. All right, do a little testing, see how my car rolls. That rolls pretty dang good. How about I hit this way? Hmm. I don't think I got it over far enough. Dadgummit. And that happens. Move those up there. It's like you get it really good in one direction, but not the other. Hey, Steve Childers popped in. What's going on, Steve? All right, guys. So I know in about 10 minutes, Robert over at that crow that doesn't fly very straight, he's going to be going live for On Track Tuesday. Just FYI, I did set up a redirect. So hopefully the redirect works. And it takes you over there. Ow. I hope. So definitely support your On Track Tuesday, guys. But I thought I could go live just for a little bit. Man, that's got a lot of solder. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. So I can spread that solder out. Because I've got to remeasure this. I'm not happy. Not happy with it at all. All right. It's like you think you got it, and then it's like, nope, we're just off a hair. And off a hair equals derails. And we don't want that. That is not what we want. Okay, I think I want that right there. Let's get that to hold it. And then take that. Now, before I go any further, okay, that works great. I think I'm going to be okay. I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. That kind of did what I wanted it to do. Check it again. Engage. We're engaged. And I mean, that is pretty as straight as possible. So, okay, sweet. All right, now what I'm going to do is we're going to come all the way over here. And right here is where I need to put in a solder tap. Get that soldered in. And that's going to make it to where I can solder every other tie in between what I was working on. I'm going to have to press down on the ties though, or the rail. There we go. Hey, Russ's Rockin' O and HO Trains. What's going on, guys? Manny, yes, I actually do. Sometimes I get a little frustrated, but it does feel more rewarding when I do stuff like this versus just going and buying it. But I'm also saving a lot of money doing this because let me put it this way. I'm probably using about $50-$60 in material here. Go quote what just a single crossover would be. It's about that much in materials. Also, if I was to go and buy the manufacturer stuff, this, what I'm building, would take up literally 5 feet, maybe close to 6 feet. But let's say 5 to 6 feet, right? Now I've got it all condensed down to 4 feet. So, not that I'm just saving money, but I'm also saving space. And there are some turnouts that I have built that you can't even buy. So when you think about it that way too. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with this. Okay, put that on, hold there. Yeah, Shinohara. Yeah. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I'm saving a lot of money when I do these big, crazy builds. A lot of money. I think I factored it up like a number 5 or a number 6 turnout. Materials is like $10 maybe. Oops, I didn't mean to do that one. It'd be right though. There we go. And let's see here. I got to bring that rail closer. So that's also the beauty in doing stuff like this. Ah. Chill. Well, what the hell? Oh, I see the problem's right here. Well, I guess what I'll have to do, since I screwed that side up, I will have to fix this side. It all works the same. Yeah, it's a little wide too. All right, guys, if it pops y'all over to Flying Crow, I highly recommend going to On Track Tuesday. I hope it pops you over there, but if it doesn't, then I'll have to figure out why it didn't. But yeah, y'all should definitely go check out Robert. Go give Robert some love. All right, guys, I just got to make sure I get this right. Here we go. Get on there just right. It's still wanting to act goofy. All right, let that cool down. There we go. Hell, that's good right there. All right. Hey, Dennis, what's going on? So, can anyone? Okay, there he goes. Now y'all should start getting redirected, hopefully. So, is it a frog or a guardrail? Actually, what I'm putting in is a frog rail and a stock rail. So, all right, guys, Robert's going live. Y'all go check out the Flying Crow. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little while, and I will catch y'all later. Y'all be safe. Happy railroading.